Hello everybody, this is the second assignment for 2.2. So what we saw the other day, the last assignment for day 1, was if you had x plus 3 is equal to 5, how to undo addition. If you had x minus 7 is equal to 12, how to undo subtraction. And you had 3x is equal to 21, how to undo multiplication, or x over 5 is equal to 17, and how to undo division. How to undo each of these when you're solving. Okay? Now what we're looking at is, I guess I'll call it a particular kind. Okay? You're multiplying by a fraction. And we saw over here when you're multiplying, you would undo that by dividing. Okay, but this causes an issue. If you divide by a fraction, it creates a problem. How in the world do you simplify this thing? All right? It creates a mess. What that's called is a compound fraction. P-O-U-N-D, compound fraction. It's a fraction within a fraction. Okay? This is akin to chewing with your mouth open at the dinner table to someone who teaches math, to someone who uses math for their living. It's fingernails on a chalkboard, but I doubt you guys are old enough to even know a chalkboard. You just don't do it, okay? So how do you avoid it? What's the workaround? What's the right way to do it then? Okay, so the right way is not to divide by it, but multiply by its reciprocal. Okay, what are reciprocals? Well, okay, if I gave you 2/3, its reciprocal is 3/2. If I gave you -5/3 and I asked you what's its reciprocal, it would be 3 over -5. These are reciprocals. You're just turning the thing over. Well, what's nice about reciprocals is that when you multiply them, you get 6 over 6, which is worth 1. This would be -15 over -15, which is worth 1. When you multiply by reciprocals, you get 1. So rather than dividing this fraction away, multiply both sides by its reciprocal. 20 over 20 is worth 1. Why? Do you have to write the 1? No, I'm just illustrating what's there, because we had 20 over 20. Well, what's 20 over 20 worth? 1. Okay. The 9 doesn't, or -9 doesn't go to the top and to the bottom. It's over 1. And remember, when you're multiplying fractions, you just go straight across. So that's -36 over 5. And that's your answer. You don't need to write it as a mixed fraction, nothing. It's done. There's nothing else to do. Let's try this one. You're multiplying by this, so multiply by its reciprocal, times -2 over 3. This becomes positive on this side, and you have 6 over 6, s, which is worth 1s, equals, this is over 1, the two negatives become positive, and this 3 cancels out to leave you 2. Okay? If I did it the other way, where you divide it out, it's just gross. This is gross. 2 is a pretty nice answer. That's going to leave a really bad taste in my mouth. Okay? All right. This one, multiply both sides by 5/4 times 5/4. This is just r, because they're reciprocals, and it leaves you 1. Okay. The 4 reduces with the 10 by a 2 goes into each one. Whoops. 5. And now you multiply straight across. 25 over 2. And that's it. Okay? If you guys have questions on this, come on into stat, or not stat, touch points. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you.